Hi Scorpio, this is Paulette from Watersigns Tarot, and I'm going to be doing your love read for the month of March. I'm sorry that your stuff came out super late. It's just been a little bit crazy for me. But I will be putting out April's monthly love readings as well very, very soon. So keep your eyes peeled on that, okay? So before we get started on your reading, I'm going to be leaving some links in the comments. Anything that you see that I use here during my videos, candles or mats, whatever, tarot cards, you guys can find them on those links and it'll direct you to where I buy them and the prices of them. Also, one of the things that you guys should look out for as well is I actually created an adult tarot coloring book. So it has all the major arcanas, the zodiac signs on there. And I'll be putting the link on there as well if you are into that kind of stuff, okay? So let's take a look and see what your message is. And so what I got is Morgan Le Fay. That is your main message. Destiny is not your fate. It can be changed. Let your past or your feelings be your guide and trust your internal compass. There is infinite wisdom within you. You have all the tools you need to create the life that you want. So you got to let your feelings be your guide or trust your internal compass. And usually your internal compass is your intuition. Okay, because you are a Scorpio, you are a water sign. You already have that in you to be very intuitive and follow that. When things are off or when there's like a huge go, you know what to do. So you're just like that type of person that knows exactly what you need to do. You do follow your intuition. This card also reminds me of the magician. So it uses all its tools available to them to create something and to manifest something in their life. So it's saying that your destiny is not your fate. That means that whatever has happened so far in your love life doesn't mean that it's set in stone. It doesn't mean that it's going to stay that way. It just means that you've gone through some stuff in your life. You probably learned from those things. And then from taking all of that, you can turn it into wisdom. And then from wisdom, you'll realize what it is that you want and love. And you'll be able to manifest and put in the work and use your intuition to guide you to the type of partner that you want and be open to them. So there could be change, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look and see what the tarot cards say for you. So this is how your person is seeing you right now at this moment. And I'm sorry for all the beeping sounds and things like that, okay? So let's just take a look real quick. So what you got is the Judgment. So it could be how they're seeing you right now is that they're seeing you passing either judgment on them and you're realizing that you have to take a different route, or it could be that you're probably wanting to resurrect the relationship. You want to bring it back to where you want it to go. So that's where this manifestation card is coming in. You could be changing the relationship or changing certain aspects of it. Or you could just be calling it quits. Okay, so we're just going to keep going and see where it goes from there. How they're also seeing you is the Emperor. Okay. They're not even seeing you in your element. It seems like there are some changes that you are making. And so the way they're seeing you right now, they're seeing you in the light of somebody who's really taking control of things and organizing things. You're pretty much movement forward, like you're not sitting still. You know exactly what you want in a relationship, and you're not going to let anything deter you from getting that. So, yeah, you're just definitely making changes to a situation, and they're seeing you do that. Okay, and they're also seeing you taking control of the relationship. And if you have to leave it, then you're going to make that change to leave it. If you're going to stay within the relationship, then you're going to stay in it. But there's something that they're seeing in you that you're just like, you're behaving a little bit different than what they're used to. And so it might be catching them off guard, I guess. But let's see what's next. So they also see you as the Knight of Wands. So for the Nine of Wands, it could be that They've seen that you have gone through some stuff in your life. You have faced some things that, put you through it. But in the end, you ended up standing tall. You gained strength through all of it. Yes, you were tired, but you remained resilient through the whole thing. Okay, so they probably know your history from your past relationships, or it could be that how they see you is how you dealt with them, and they put you through it, and they saw you just in a place where you went beyond it. Like, yes, you were hurt. Yes, you went through it. They put you through a lot, and yes, you were hurt. You had a fight within the relationship, but in the end, you stood strong. You stayed standing, and you did not let them push you off course. You remained where you needed to be. So if this is a situation where they had you go through so much, or it's a situation where you're realizing that maybe this is not the relationship that I want to be in right now, after going through it with them, you're deciding to maybe move on from them, but taking control of your direction and where you're headed and what you're wanting yourself. So, okay, let's see what's next. So yeah, the 8 of Cups. Look at that. Okay, so I really feel like something's happening right now where you are definitely just moving on from this situation. You're deciding to go somewhere where you can get exactly what you need, because right now what they're offering you is not what you're wanting. So you're going to go ahead and move away from the situation that's very problematic with them. You're just avoiding getting yourself into any more emotional issues with them. You're no longer going to be concerned about the situation, and you're going to take that cup that you're waiting for, that missing cup. You have it. You're taking it with you, and you're going to see who you can give it to. But what you're leaving behind is all those empty cups, because right now it's not satisfying you. You are left thirsty, you're wanting love, and right here you're just not getting it. So how they're seeing you is they're seeing you that you're taking your shit and you're gone, and you're not putting up with the bullshit anymore. If they put you through it, you're like, fuck off. I know what I need to do right now. I'm taking control of the situation. I know where I need to go, and it's not here. And this is not the end for me. And yes, I went through the battle. Yes, I did deal with heartbreak dealing with you, stress dealing with you. But you know what? At the end, I understand my worth, and I know that I deserve a whole lot more. Okay? So let's go ahead and see what they feel about you. So this is going to be interesting. So let's see. Wow. So they feel the Queen of Cups for you. So if you notice, she is completely fixated on that bowl. That bowl is filled with love. It's filled with abundance. It's filled with affection, but it's also filled with intuition. Okay, so the Queen is very intuitive, a Queen of Cups. So you could be dealing with another water sign, and it doesn't have to be a water sign. It could just be somebody that kind of flipped the script here, because how they're reviewing you, they're seeing you as the Emperor, which is not how you operate. And then all of a sudden they took on who you are as the Queen of Cups. So they do care about you very, very much. They could also be the type that emotionally they tend to be more open about their feelings. They're very openly affectionate. They will probably cry. All right, sorry, Scorpios. I had a serious coughing attack and I almost died. So let me just go ahead and move on to your message. So the Queen of Cups is a person that, they don't have like equal emotional balance like a King of Cups does. He is the type that he probably won't show. He's very good at balancing his emotions, so he won't show his emotions very quickly. But a Queen of Cups will. But all I can see right now is that they really do care about you. And so how they're also feeling about you is the strength. So they're probably feeling like they do have to maybe pull back, even though they have feelings for you. They feel like they need to have strength in order to deal with you, and maybe like keep themselves from seeking you out or trying to coerce you to get into a relationship with you or trying to make it work. They might have to tame themselves from, reaching out to you or doing, anything to get your attention. And what else is coming up for them is the wheel for them. So this would be like the Wheel of Fortune. So what's happening here is that how they're feeling is that if they did do something to you, like, how we were reading it before, how they were seeing you, they're seeing you walking away because you're very dissatisfied and they weren't giving you exactly what you needed. So at this point, what's happening is that they're realizing that whatever they played into the situation, they're going to be dealing with their karma. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune is not just good luck. It's just the wheel is turning. So whatever was up at one point, it needs to come down. And so if they did do specific things towards you to cause for the relationship not to work or for you to be stressed out, all of that is going to turn around and it's going to come right back to them and land right on their laps. Okay. And if it's like where they feel like it was, that you did this towards them, where you hurt them, they feel like you're going to be serving your karma. So what's coming in as well as what they're feeling is the Seven of Swords. Ew, that's like gross. Okay, so I'm not liking this already. So it seems like because they're not getting their way with you or things are not going in their favor right now the way they want them to, and because they feel like they have to hold back from giving to you, they are being very deceptive on either how they're communicating with you, how they're behaving with you. There's something deceptive in their behavior. And so I'm sure you're going to be able to feel it. That's something that you're going to use your intuition about and be able to pick up. So either they're lying to you as far as like them withholding information on how they feel about you because they do love you. It's there. They do care about you. But their behavior as far as like what's going to happen now, what they need to do for themselves to, push back because they saw you already attempting to leave and not even deal with them anymore. They, on their own terms, they feel like they need to hold back and hold information and not tell you that they still care and they want things to work and they want things to go in their favor. They're not going to tell you none of that. If anything, they're just going to hold back and lie or, just keep it all to themselves. And they may head somewhere else and deal with other people and not even tell you that. Okay, so that's how they're feeling right now. So let's go ahead and go into what their actions are going to be in this situation. If you guys hear any whining, it's my puppy. Okay, I just got a new puppy a week ago. All right, so here we go. So their actions is the Nine of Cups. So they're going to be working on themselves. They're going to be finding ways that, they're going to be doing things that's going to bring them joy, their own personal joy. They're going to be working on things that makes them happy away from you. They're not going to be really focused on, doing things to bring you back or make you happy. It's just more about themselves, which is a good thing. If something happened between the two of you where you decided to go and walk away, they need to find what is going to make them happy, because honestly, relationships, yes, are good as far as bringing joy to each other. But the thing is that we need to make sure that we're a whole person on our own. We cannot rely on a person to continually give us happiness and put that much pressure on somebody else to give us exactly what we're desiring and needing. Sometimes we got to learn how to do that for ourselves, okay? And so that's where they're at. And it could also be that maybe with you leaving, they're overindulging in other ways. They might drink a little bit more, they might overeat, or they just find other ways of finding satisfaction, but a little bit too much. But they're probably partying or trying to find other ways to bring their own happiness, their own short-term happiness to themselves. So what's coming in as far as their actions as well is the Ten of Pentacles. So they're going to be really focused on creating stability, creating their own home, creating things that is going to be abundant for them. Whether you're in it or not, and I have a feeling that you may not be in this equation, because if you see the Nine of Cups is there, that's a single card right there. So it's just you. I mean, it's just them. So their action is to work on things and push themselves forward into a position where they have the house, the home, the family that they're desiring, or the relationship that they're wanting. They know they have to put in the work. And I mean, it could be you. They could be later on changing their mind or trying to decide to move themselves forward to get that with you. But for right now, they're trying to find their own thing and then eventually work on how to gain that stability that they're looking for. And so, yeah, look at the Three of Wands. So, yeah, they definitely are looking out to see who is available to come into union with them in a relationship and something that's workable for them. So they're just, they're going to be looking out. I mean, if it's like they feel like you're gone, they're going to be finding ways to get themselves back into a position where they can put themselves out there again and find somebody else that can offer them what they're looking for. And, they can actually work well with somebody else that has the same desires, the same goals, the same direction in love. Okay. And what else is coming up is the Two of Swords. So, yeah, they're going to be in a place where all these things are great and dandy, but it's still going to leave them in a place where they're not going to see things clearly concerning you. They're definitely not going to be saying a whole lot to you, because I don't see anything of them speaking to you. I just see them moving towards something that they want and being on their own and bringing their own satisfaction. But when it comes to you, they're just not seeing things clearly for you. And if you notice, like usually in the other deck, the person is blindfolded. But in this case, everything's dark around them. It's nighttime. So you can't really see a whole lot in the dark. There's a lot going on outside, but your vision is not as clear. And so if you notice the moon up there, that reminds me of the Moon card, where things are hidden. Right now, they just don't know. They don't have the answers, and they don't have clarity as to what to do or what decision to make as far as dealing with you. But for right now, they have plans to do what they need to do for themselves. But again, they might be tossing things back and forth of whether to do this for themselves or to try to reach out to you and make it work. Okay, so let's take a look at your outcome of what's going to happen. But regardless of what they do, Scorpio, you already have something in mind. Okay, there's something already happening with you, regardless of how they feel, how they see you, what their actions are, regardless of what they do. It seems like Spirit is telling you, or something that you're already doing, is that you're already changing your fate in love. You're already changing your situation and direction in love. And you're trying to find what best fits you, and you're manifesting brand new love. And you're manifesting something that better aligns with you. And what aligns with you is not this person because they're seeing you or they're feeling like you're just leaving. Okay, so let's go ahead and see your outcome. So this is for the both of you. So both of you are at the King of Pentacles. So regardless of what happens, both of you are very abundant on your own. You guys got your own thing going on. You guys are going to find stability wherever it is, either with them or without them. You guys are going to have that abundance and be able to be fruitful and grow elsewhere, either alone or with each other or with other people. But this is the thing, you guys, oopsies, sorry. You guys are going to be in the Eight of Swords. Okay, so at some point, you guys are going to be feeling like you're trapped. Both of you mentally trying to decide, like, is this the right thing to do? Should we walk away from each other? Should we move away from one another? Is that the right thing to do? And so you guys are going to be stuck in your mind, even though you guys are abundant people. You guys are able to give stability, create stability in a relationship. You guys are both mature and very earthy, like you guys are down to earth. But you both of you are just stuck in your head. And look, there's more stuckness. There is the Hangman. So it's like nothing is moving between the two of you. Nothing. And so both of you are trying to find clarity and trying to find what is going to work best for yourselves. And you guys are trying to see what is the best route for the both of you or just for yourselves. Okay, but at that moment, you guys are going to be stuck in your head and feeling like you're trapped and not knowing what to do mentally, and you're trying to think logically, but it's going to be a little difficult for a minute. But eventually you're going to get the Eight of Wands. So there's going to be, like, you know, a lot of movement. Okay? So I think what you guys are going to decide to do is you guys are going to maybe start talking again, either with each other or with other people, but there is going to be communication. And since they really do love you and they see that you're going, but they realize that, you know, you guys do have something good going, they may decide to reach out and say something before it's a little bit too late. And what's going to happen is that because this outcome is for the both of you, either you or them is going to reach out, or both of you going to reach out to each other. And guess what? You guys are going to ignite again. There's the Ace of Wands. So this whole reading just took a turn. So it looked like, you know, it seemed to be over, but I guess not. And I guess that's where Morgan Le Fay is coming in. What seemed to be set in stone is not, because we already know that things could change. And so you're realizing, both of you are realizing that you guys can manifest a better relationship with each other and head in a different direction with each other and have something brand new and passionate, have something more creative in the relationship, have something that's going to be more movement forward and not stagnant. Like, this relationship can go into a different level. But both of you need to be willing. Once you guys get out of that stuck mindset and you guys realize and see things differently, you guys are going to go ahead and start talking to each other and realize that, hey, you know what? With each other, we can totally grow and have this stable relationship and have the passion and have great things come in for the both of us. But it has to take for you guys to see things differently, and it has to take time for you guys to take a moment to step back, and they also have to see that you're serious about not staying in something that's not satisfying to you. So far what it looks really good for you guys, Scorpios. So it looks like this person is deciding to go ahead and fight for it, and it looks like that you are in the same place where you're going to be willing to work with them as well. And you're both realizing that this would be a good thing for you guys to just change the course and manifest each other and manifest good things into the relationship where things can work for the both of you, and both of you come into the middle where things are compromised, and you guys figure out a way what would satisfy the both of you. So it looks really good for you guys, okay? So if this resonates, please leave me a like and subscribe, and hopefully, I get lots of love from you guys, okay? Take care, Scorpios.